Well, hello there. Hope everyone's doing well. And yep, welcome in Jeff Bott. Hope all is well. Good to see you here. Welcome in Arbitarangi. How are you guys doing? Yeah, sorry for the delay. I was meant to stream literally 45 minutes ago, but I was recording a video. And let's just say I had a very unfortunate moment where I could have finished that video 2 hours ago. And then I kind of got into a frustrating, tired phase of trying to get this video done, but it's got done in the end, and it'll be coming out tonight, something different, and yeah. You'll see later, but you will understand how painful it was towards the end of the video, but yeah, hope everyone's doing well, and yeah, thank you for the 7 streak, both of you actually, and welcome in Oslam as well. So yeah, the plan today is to play Quickfire NMPZ, so I'll probably warm up doing some 10-second ones, but then I'll switch it up to 5 seconds and 3 seconds, so I'm just playing a lot of rounds. If it gets to 10 rounds, I might give you 20 seconds to maybe make a prediction of what score you think, because I'll have hide scores on probably, to check the results at the end. And otherwise, we're going to have fun today. But yeah, at some point I will need to check over my YouTube just to make sure that the video is scheduled and everything's all good. It gets put on the right players and so on. And yeah, because that's obviously coming out at 6, which isn't too far away from now. Because right now I'm on catch up with the YouTube. I want to kind of get ahead, with the scheduling. And right now I'm kind of doing videos on the day of release. But today I've done one video recording today, and then I'm also likely going to be doing stuff this evening as well for the Wednesday video, so hopefully when it comes to Wednesday I can start getting ahead with the content. But I've also got a lot to do in the evening, got a lot of things planned. But yeah, let me just make sure that I'm showing the right screen. Okay, and I will put the hide score script on, and as always, if anyone's got any questions, then feel free to let me know. But obviously it is Quickfire NMPZ, so it's going to be a lot of just gut sending and practice. We're going to start off with Arbitrary Row World, 10 seconds, and then we'll jump into the 5. I do actually need the toilet, but I'll give it a couple games before then, because I only just started stream. But yep, as always, anyone's welcome to ask any questions, and also once the game ends, you guys can predict what score you think it's going to be, but I won't be waiting as long as I was in the previous ones. So yeah, let's give this a go, and hopefully we're doing all right, and hopefully it's better than the moving I was doing earlier. Okay, well, I forgot to put the timer on, so I will just and it's not a challenge link. Okay, well, that explains it. Let's put 10 seconds on. Challenge link for 10 rounds. And there we go. Right, let's do it. Vietnam with the reflectors. Botswana, Sunrise Road. Shoot, I feel like I should know this road. I don't know how I don't remember that road. That is kind of unlucky. Croatia. I also heard about Bulg. Actually, it could be Bulg. Yeah. But I don't remember much Botswana roads. That's not good, is it? Might have sent some. I'm definitely wrong with that. It is the first game, so it's okay to be shit in the first game. It will take a bit to warm up, especially after the trauma I've had with moving earlier. Jesus Christ. Should be Equa. Iceland. Japan. But where? Feels more south. Finland maybe. Wait. Small cam. I could even see. Well, I forgot to guess there. Well, maybe you guys shouldn't predict this one because I haven't even guessed there. Yep. I'm just gonna just see what the score is here. I forgot to send one of the rounds, so. Well, I sent US on Arj there. So yeah, that wasn't great. Yep. I need to warm up a bit. Welcome in, Mayo. Hope all is well. Yeah, it was Poland small cam. Yeah, I need to be up to date with the new coverage. Is Poland small cam common now? Like, I don't remember seeing that much. Yeah, Japan, Vietnam. I'm with the 5K. NMK. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense for the bollards as well. Yeah, weird NMK round, but like, what is up with Google, by the way? They can't even load the locations properly. Crazy. Yeah, what else? Yeah, Botswana was really bad. I think at some point I'll probably have to do like a video on Botswana. Like, actually, like, make a proper video reviewing everything and doing something. And, yep, I think we can, you know, forget about that game and just go again. You're welcome in, Riley. Hope all is well. I assume that's a mistake from Nimrith. Oh, he was trying to raid. Ah, okay. Thank you for the raid, Nimrith. Hope all is well. Hope your stream went great. I got a notification that you wanted to do a collaboration. Everything's under control. Nice. Good stuff. Yep, all good. Yep, thank you for the raid and thank you for the follow as well. Hope your stream went well. Just doing some rapid NMPZ practice. Only just started streaming, so we're only just getting going. And I think at some point I need to get something quickly sorted for like a couple of minutes. But I'll probably play like one seed. And if you guys were joining, you can pretty much predict the score by the end of the seed. And like I say, there are 10 rounds, and you can have your own predictions for the fun of it, whilst I grind. So let's begin. First thought was Mexico. I thought like Nayarit, something like that. Not sure if I like that, but sure. What? Am I trolling? Why was I split between Arj and Namibia? That's never happened before. Surely New Zealand, right? I'm probably getting baited by fences. Maybe it's a B1. It's probably a road I've forgotten about. Anyways, I need to leave, so enjoy your rest of your stream. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, and enjoy the rest of your day too. Just gonna send Uruguay, I guess. Yeah, I'm really bad at these rounds when I'm not locked in. I'm gonna send Bug, but I was without Crow or something. That's a Salaga coverage. Maybe. Potentially. Could be something a bit more west. Looking similar. So maybe think more, maybe a bit more east. I could see it being more central actually. I'm gonna send more here. Turkey, but probably send somewhere around here maybe. And I guess Ecuador or something. I quite frankly don't know, Jeff. To be fair. Any predictions? Feel free to predict now. I will quickly go toilet. So if you want to predict now what score it is, and I'll be back in 30 seconds. I'm back, guys. 36k, 34.5. Okay, sounds good. Let's find out. Yep, I'll get a drink after this as well. 40.4. So, I think Oslam, you were closest. So not what exactly what you guys predicted. So let's take a look. I went Australia, New Zealand. That's not a good start, is it? Okay, how was that East? Really? I didn't really get East vibes, but fair enough. I really am hating Google. Like, nothing's focusing on this image. Like, Google's actually in the bin. Like, Google Maps is actually in the bin at the moment. It's actually so bad. Okay, Namibia was fine. Yeah, I didn't even think of Australia here. It makes so much more sense in hindsight. I just didn't bring it up. I have no idea how close the Turkey guess is. I'll have a look soon. Okay, got the road there. Uruguay's more towards the coast. Bulgaria's correct as well. That was nice. Okay, it was some random wet road of this. I've not seen that wet road before. Interesting. Fair enough. Round 8 was just west. Yeah, I guess it could have been west, but I wasn't getting the vibe. It was more west. It was west of Istanbul. I was debating sending something around here, so I could have committed more. But yeah, it's not that close, but it's better than sending the wrong side of the world, wrong side of the country, in the north. And that was Colombia. It was just Cali sugarcane. Yeah, that's kind of free. I just didn't think of it. Welcome, Indus Newts. Hope all is well. Good morning indeed. Right, I'm gonna do another one. I will fill my drink at the end of it. And I think after I do the other one, I need to check stuff. That's very important. So, because I need to like get a video out, but also I need to double check things. Like, if there's something I need to cut out, then I ideally want to be doing that before I release it, of course. But I don't think there's any issues. I thought this felt quite north. Wait, is that more central, actually? It might be just the central shit again. It might have just been the central stuff. Why is there so much? I wanted to switch, but it was too slow. I feel like Wyoming, Nebraska. I don't really know what's going on there. Indo. Don't really know where though in Indo. Probably Bulgaria. Feels like something more of South France maybe. I'm not sure, to be honest. This feels weird. Could see a weird Spain, I guess, but parent made me think more France. Okay, I'll probably send this. This is the Kenya stuff. I need to remember where it was. Was it like near Trujillo Hills or something, like around here? Don't know the exact pockets. Estonia blur. And this should be West Australia. But this could be anywhere, bro. 37k, okay. Any more predictions? Feel free to predict now as I get my drink. And then we'll find out shortly. Yeah, just a heads up, it is 10 rounds if you just joined the stream. But yeah, feel free to predict whilst I get a drink. Right, I'm back, guys. 39k, missed most of the rounds, but we trust in Jeff, so 42k. Yep. Yep, let's find out. 39.9. I mean, anything under 40 is not good enough, but what was round 1? Yeah, I did say, like, I realised it was going to be more of that weird shit around here as in the last second, so that was unfortunate. I probably saved myself from not switching there. Okay, it was South Dakota. Makes sense. Felt a bit more north, I guess, in hindsight. Ah, that makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. Yeah, the North Malaysia bit makes a lot of sense because these hills kind of feel like the hills you get in South Thailand. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Bulgaria's fair enough. France was surprisingly more east. Interesting. Okay, what road was that? Oh, it's just some cluster. Estonia Blur and Millstream is where this road was. Right, okay. Fair enough. Right, yo. Let me do another one. So this will be probably the last 10-second one because I will need to be instinctively guessing. That is the goal, really, is to be doing it with, you know, under very limited time, like testing my vibes. But yeah, I think Mayo won. Yep. So well done to Mayo. But yep, last 10 seconds, and after this 10 seconds, you guys can predict, and I'll be quickly reviewing something that I'll be releasing later before it's released, because I need to do that behind the scenes. But I haven't really had much time before the stream started anyway, so yeah. Put a send there. Could be a lot more south. First thought was Maine. Thought something like around here maybe. Senegal. All the cars are blurred now. Is it actually this road again or something? I don't think it's the road I guessed though. I don't know why I switched to that one. UK, Ireland. Maybe more Ireland. Possibly. I actually was debating SA, but maybe I'm going insane with that one. I'm not good at Australia NMPZ, I've noticed that. This should be Kenya. Probably just send something around here. I'm worried about the dry bits east of Nairobi though. Okay, this is Australia though. Might try something around here. What is this? Czech? I might try Czech, Romania. I don't even know what I'm looking at. That might be GG. Sri Lanka, no, Cambodia, lol. Close call. And finally, we have Australia again. Don't think I've seen this overcast stuff before. 24 though. I actually am not sure where I'm sending the, if I'm being honest. That might have been very bad. But yeah, predictions in. This is the last 10 seconds. After this, it'll be 5 seconds, so very quick. But yeah, I'm only just getting warmed up, really. Before I start locking, I'm still thinking about this video. Now, that was the road to Queensland in SA. Right. Was it? Okay. I was my gut, but I was second guessing myself. 41.5k, but not sure on the Aussie rounds, to be fair. Yeah. 37.5. Is Oslam here to predict as well? Anybody else? You got like 15 seconds to make a prediction, and then yep, we'll find out. Oh man, I need to like check out. Don't say anything in this video that can be taken out of context. Right, we'll find out. So the highest is 41.5, the lowest is 37.5. So let's see who's closest. 40.9. So I think that's 2 Desnoots. So GG's. Okay. So round 1. Yep. I was debating Rustenburg, but gaslit myself. It was... Oh, of course it was Nova Scotia. That made sense why it felt weird for Maine. Yeah, the double yellows. That makes sense for Nova Scotia. Yeah, I don't know how you meant to get this. I mean, the poles are to the north, so we should be thinking the more south road. So I should have thought of this road more. But I didn't really get a vibe for this one, but I don't remember this one very well, so that's fair enough. Ireland was fine. Australia wasn't too bad. I just didn't really go on the coast. That's the only thing that I should have really done, but it's hard in 10 seconds to do that. 6. Yeah, I was worried about South Nairobi. I kind of said that during the round. 7 was actually what? It was actually Vic. Sure. Dark blue 23 brake light. Okay, fair enough. I thought it was like white or grey or something. I didn't expect it to be dark blue car. If it was dark blue car, it's a free Vic really with that vibe. Spain on Czechia, yeah. It makes sense. Just the road felt more central to Eastern Europe, but then I guess the pines feel a bit more dry here. I guess. I can see the vision now. Pinus Radiata, only Bass pretty much. Yeah, are you able to send me like a link on iNaturalist to that plant? So I can look at it off stream maybe. Yeah, thank you, Lancelot. You got my Discord, haven't you? Yeah. Okay, this is an overcast road. I mean, it's some random white road I've never seen before. And round 10, yeah, it was just like, I've just not really seen sand dunes like that. It was like sand dune here. It was kind of felt like there was a weird elevation to it, which really threw me off for that road. But it's just that road. I remember it being overcast and that as well, so... Yep. Just was a bit worried that I was mocking the bacon there. Right, so I do need to quickly check something. So just give me like, you know, I'm gonna be in the background here, but I'm happy to answer any questions. But I need to make sure I check something in this video just before I release it. So later, think the audio will be off. So let me just check that everything's all good in this video because I was kind of tilting a little bit, so sometimes some things I say when I'm tilting I don't want to be in the video, obviously. I think it was fine, but I had a long afternoon trying to. Bruh, I'm getting trauma just doing it, just thinking about it, bruh. Oh man, let's just say I had a 25k game. I was trying to get a 25k, and let's just say I was doing really well on a seed, like doing fine, not amazing, but okay. And I spent like an hour just trying to get a seed sorted. And then pretty much like I sent early on a Peru and I 4999 on round 5. And I was so devastated and pissed off at the same time. It was really annoying. And then I got more tired the more I tried again and again and again. And eventually like I had a good run in the first 3 rounds. And let's just say the last 2 rounds is just me losing my sanity, pretty much, is the best way of putting it. So I'm just make sure I've not mocked the bacon too hard, you know. Don't think you guys will be able to hear this, so let me just do that in the background till I've sorted it. But yep, if anyone's just joined, I'm just quickly checking something over, and then we'll be back shortly. So, I don't think I tilted that bad. I think there's one bit where I was lose my absolute rag. But other than that, I don't think it was too bad. But I'm not used to hand-picked maps, bro. At all. I think trying to find this bit where I was a bit earlier. Okay, it's so funny because like you'll see the record and you would know by the duration of rounds when it starts going to shit. But I was losing the will to live. Let's just say that. Doing it towards the end. I think it was fine. I think it's fine. I just trying to remember what I. Let me see if I can find it. But where was I losing it? I think I saw it in a building and I started losing my rag. It was so dumb as well. The round. Yeah, I think it's fine. So I'll just schedule it. Sorry about that. I just wanted to double check something before before you release something, you want to make sure it's fine. I usually do this earlier, but obviously I've had a very tight schedule this week, so hope you guys understand. So yeah, that should be good now. So I would just like schedule this one now for later, and then we'll crack on with the seeds, and I can actually lock in and not think about this. Let me just do a new playlist and just call it moving stuff. I'll call it for now. Right, I'll just call it that for now, and that is scheduled, so we're all good. So there's a video coming out tonight. Thank goodness. Right. Okay. Now I need to get back locked in Chris Kamara. So let's change the camera. Have to go. Good luck, Jeff. Thank you. I can actually check the DMs now as well, Lancelot. And just have a yeah. I'm just curious, like what. Okay, buddy. So Monterey Pine. What I want to know what's the best way of identifying it. Maybe that would be quite cool. Yeah. Like, I don't know if Lancelot is still here, but is there anything like what helps you be able to identify them? Like, is there anything you certainly look out for that makes it feel different to the other pines? Or I'm just curious, is there a way you go about identifying it where you're confident it's not going to end up with like other pines? Because I'm just giving this a quick read. It's distinguished from the former by needles in freeze. Yeah, I'm good. I don't know how we can spot that. Yeah, pines are rough. In Spain, they are very tall and skinny. It's the same species planted all over New Zealand. Oh, I got an ad. Oh, Jeff. Oh God. Oh, unlucky. Yeah, I've seen what you've said though. Yep, I would try and I need to get. I feel like pines are an absolute nightmare because it just depends on the environment, doesn't it? Also, that can make them look different. It's really hard to like see like very little subtle, differences that actually give away the species, especially if you're like having to look at like the actual the leaves and stuff. How's it going, Jeff? It's going good. Chris Kamara, welcome in Oceanic Prairie. Hope all is well. Yep. I think I'll keep this in mind. Thank you. I think I just need to get used to seeing it, I guess. But yeah, thank you for the heads up. And so I know it is. I'm lucky with the ad timing, but thank you for the help. I mean, I do need to work on my vegetation, and actually get better at names and stuff, because that's an easier way to like memorize it and improve my identification skills. But obviously some stuff is harder than others, Right, so now we can actually lock in and do 5 seconds per round. And this is super lock-in. I'm just going to keep going and going until the end of the seed. and then we will review. The thing is, like, I might have to put Map Maker on purely because when I take it onto Street View, it is really rage bait with how bad the quality is. You might have to DM me that if you've got a good example, because I don't think you can send that unless you're a mod, Lancelot. So you might need to just DM me again. But yeah, I will lock in for this seed. Very tall and skinny pines with short needles around the top. Very tall, short pines, very short, skinny pines with short needles. So it's the short needles and the fact they're very tall and skinny. But you said about around the top, yeah. And some branches kind of look like eastern white pine with how they slant upward. Right, okay. Thank you. Let's lock in. Baltic, I thought Latvia. What the Jeff am I looking at with this car? Why? What was that car doing? I was really confused. That really threw a spanner into the works. Bro, what? Why am I just getting the same type of rounds? I can't tell if it's Sri or Thailand, low-key. I could even be Finland. It wouldn't surprise me. That was pretty brutal. Feel free to predict what you reckon that score will be in the 10 rounds. Doesn't feel great. I mean, the India got confused with that car. I don't know what that car was doing with those eastern fences. But yeah. Yeah, I can't see the link, by the way. And welcome in Thai Bevrankan. I'm sorry for butchering your name, but welcome in. I've just seen you tried to say something, but you redacted. It got redacted. Okay. I'll DM the link. Thank you. Yep. So we got a 36.6k. Okay. I'm kind of confused with what that India car was doing, to be honest. That's what threw me off. But yeah, any more predictions? Feel free to predict. Oceanic Prairie. Of course, Lancelot, you're more than welcome to predict if you would like to as well. It is for the vibes. Yeah, there was some half 50-50s. I mean, it is 5 seconds. It's up in the air, you know. You've DM'd me the link now, I think. So I would have a quick look before we look at results. So let me just do this. Right. Did you say short branches or short needles? You said short needles. And the branches kind of look like eastern white pine. I can kind of see that, yeah. But yeah, the needles, very short. Yep, okay. Sometimes, not always. Got you. With how this slant upwards sometimes, yep. Okay. What was the other lock you sent me? Okay. Yeah. Well, did you say something about the bark? I don't know if you think you mentioned anything about the bark. Did you just said about them being very tall with short needles around the top? Yep. Okay, thank you. I'll try my best to keep that in the memory. Yeah, in the distance on the hillside. I thought that's what you were zoomed into, right? Or is it this you were looking at? More this. Because I was looking at this. Very recognisable from afar. Yeah, you can see how skinny they are from really far. Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering that these look the same, but these ones even far, you can kind of see how skinny they are. And yep. That's really good. I feel like this is quite distinguishable. For sure. So yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate that, Lancelot. At some point in the future, maybe I'll put more time into Spain. But like I said, there's a lot to do this week and a few weeks, so. But I will keep you updated if things get more open. But yep, very nice. Thank you for the help. Thank you for the feedback with that. We appreciate the help. But yep, I think we'll look at the predictions now. 39k and 36. So who's closest? It was 43.6. So you're both a bit off, but it was Oceanic Prairie that does get the closest there. And let's take a look. So round 1 was Latvia. Very nice. Yeah, what the Jeffington DC was this car doing? Why? How have I feel like I've had this car before in a Sam as well, but for some reason I've not seen this in donkeys, so I just got so confused when seeing this location. Like I did not expect to see Boxcar. I mean, it's a free Sam with the fences and the very openness of flatness and the roofs and stuff, but I got so confused with the car. Like this, like it's not obviously the old Boxcar, but it's like a Boxcar that you can also see in other random areas that isn't the what's it yeah, a Sam Boxcar. I'm just gonna put here. Yeah, I completely forgot a Sam Boxcar. I mean, I saw the fences late, so I got a bit confused why we had the combination, but that is not the old Boxcar. This is like a different variant, different type of Boxcar. So don't muddle that up with the ones you get in UP, Raj and stuff. There's one similar to that in Madhya Pradesh, but yeah. Okay, Botswana was fine for 5 seconds. Yeah, I was very close to sending Russia here. For some reason, I didn't really think it was June. I thought it was like more July, August, which is what made me go Baltics in the end. But it makes sense to be Russia. With we've got more northern vegetation here. Yeah, we've got like potential fireweed. I can't tell what that is actually, but it makes sense. I'm not going to save that log. That's fine. Sri Lanka. I've got Sri Lanka here, which was nice. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of what I was like. I don't know if this is man-managed, but I feel like I've seen similar stuff like this before in Sri Lanka. Know about the other rounds. Round 6. Yep, we got to Norway. Very nice. Round 7 was Senegal. Yeah, I was worried about this one. I should have got La Pampa here. But yeah, like, there's so many countries now I feel like I've got too rusty on, unfortunately. But yeah, makes sense to be La Pampa. That's round 9. Yep, so the meta here to go east of Guatemala City, we had a fully green painted pole. So you pretty much go Guatemala City or east when you see that. Very good meta. And then round 10 we sent Spain on France, which makes sense because I was finding it a bit awkward to send in Spain, and I didn't really think it was the south side of the Pyrenees, so it makes sense to be on the French side. That's not an easy. This is quite hard to think of France in 5 seconds, to be honest. Some people might manage it, but I feel like, you know, naturally you could feel like even like Greece here or something crazy in 5 seconds. Got sending. But yeah, I think that is okay. So I feel like we can jump into the next one, and thank you, Mayo. And yep, let's jump into another one, I reckon. Yeah, definitely a very weird France. For sure, Jeff. Let me just check my phone. I think I need to double check something. Because like I say, like right now I'm getting I'm having to double check a couple of things just to make sure things are going to plan. Things are going to plan. And is it working? Yep, okay. Right, okay. Let's begin. And lock the Jeff in. Peru. I don't think I like Peru, but sure. Mex. Is that a holy pole? I actually can't tell. Arge. Not too sure where. Malaysia. Don't know if it's mainland or Borneo in time. Mexico again feels very similar, a bit more towards maybe Nuevo Leon that time. I'm just going to say North Sumatra of the Church maybe, even though it might not be. Oh, Jeff. Poland? Yeah, I think that's Poland. Maybe I'm trolling. I could even see Nepal here, low-key. And Malaysia, right. Okay. Predictions. Feel free to predict, guys. What do you reckon that game was? You know, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch, all you need to do is put a score. You know, that's lower than 50k and more than 0. So, like, if it's like a 4k average, it would be 40,000. It'd be 40,000. So, if you want like a rough estimate. But I feel like on NMPZ, normally I'll probably average like 20 to 21k per seed, usually. Thank you for the follow, Imson. And welcome in. Hope all is well. So we've got a 39.5, a 41. Welcome in Duck Solar as well. Hope all is well. Good to see you here. And yeah, any more predictions, feel free to in the next 10 seconds. And then we'll find out the game results. And then we'll move on to the next. Okay, so highest is 41, lowest is 38. We'll find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 43.8. So Oceanic Prairie wins again. 36. Yep, unlucky. Yep, so let's check the rounds. So not a bad game actually. Region guessing obviously is a different story for 5 seconds. I couldn't really figure out where made sense for this, but makes us Juan Kalavica. Yep, that's fine. Romania, it's a Romania poll. Yeah, I was worried about Romania here with the poll. Because on the Hungry poll's not this thick usually. Maybe I'm going insane. But maybe I'm going insane. 43.8, yeah, thank you. I mean, for 5 seconds, it's not bad. For 5 second rounds, that's pretty solid, yeah. With how many things go wrong. Yeah, this round I wasn't happy about because I saw the red tinted song and I thought Santiago del Estero, but then I thought it felt way too open, so I moved to like Entre, like to Corrientes. But then I forget about the Chaco having 25 now, so that's my mistake for not bringing up Chaco being next to it. Round 5 was Malaysia, yeah, that's fine. Round 6 was Nuevo Leon, yep. 7 was West Cali, yeah, I was thinking this was the one I blundered. I actually don't remember how much Christianity there is in Kalimantan. Like, I'm actually not sure. Maybe it's more. I mean, this almost looks like a West Cali kind of thing going on here. Actually, this extra bit sticking out. Yeah, but it's kind of like one of those bonds you kind of have to ignore. But the attachments make sense for West Cali. Yeah, like that's a West Cali poll. Yeah, it didn't really feel like Sumatra, but I think what happened is I saw the church and just thought Sumatra and didn't think of anything else in 5 seconds. But looking at this with 10 seconds, I'm sending West Cali, so it's just a 5 second moment, but it just tells you how easy it is to tunnel vision on something that can make you have a very bad guess. Okay, not a bad region guess of Poland. Just send Łódź and you're fine. 30% of the population in Kalimantan is Christian. I'm interested in like if there is a difference depending on the region of Kalimantan, whether like, you know, the west versus the east and stuff. Because like I say, one might be a lot more dominant, lot more popular than another region, for example. Okay, that was a nice Nepal guess. I'm pretty happy with getting Nepal in 5 seconds there. And then we got Malaysia. I mean, besides the West Cali, I think that was a pretty solid game for 5 seconds per round. Just an unfortunate tunnel vision moment. That's why, like, sometimes there's too much stuff at once. It can cause incidents with 5 seconds, but 4-3K is not bad. So we'll jump into another one. As always, by the end of the game, if you want to predict, you're more than welcome to. And ask any questions. But I think we just go lock in again. Okay, Russia. I'm going to go one of the Kirov roads, maybe. Shit. Bro, what am I even looking at? Bulg? Maybe East Bulg? Could see a weird Hungary or something as well. Senegal, I thought something around north of Fires. Spain or France? Like, what am I looking at? Could be, unless it's a... Bro, that could even be the Canaries, it wouldn't surprise me. With what I saw in 5 seconds. Yeah, I think that's Malaysia, yep. Japan. Turkey. That's probably more south. This feels like Hunan area. Maybe. Around 10. India, I think there's just a UP send maybe. Could be something more south though. West Kalimantan has the highest Christian population. That's good to know. According to RMRG Guide, you get Christianity all over Cali except for South Cali. So not super helpful for that round, yeah. But with the red soil and the potential West Cali attachments, then that'll be enough, won't it, to get it? For sure. But yeah, thank you for the heads up, guys. Right, predictions. Feel free to make your guesses. What do you reckon that game was? Let it be known, guys. And then we'll find out shortly. To be fair. 40k. Okay. $38 from Oceanic Prairie. Anybody else? Feel free to predict in the next 10-15 seconds. And then we'll find out the results. Yep, we got 41k, so we got the highest at 41, welcoming Legacy as well, with 34.5. So highest is 41, lowest 34.5. Right, let's find out. That was a stinker. 34.2. That is not a good game. I did feel like there was too many incidents that could have gone wrong. I sent Japan and Philippines. Okay. I'm intrigued to look at that again. Oh my god. I was tunnel visioning west and I forgot about the this is a pre-Cantimanti with the Surgut Sand. Yeah, that's free. Yep, fair enough. Yeah, this was a weird... Taiwan makes a lot of sense in hindsight. I just didn't think of it in 5 seconds. Yep, Taiwan makes sense. Could have definitely got that. Bulgaria was fine. Probably could have committed a bit more. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, I was a bit worried about Greece for some reason. Maybe worried about like Spain for some reason, but Greece makes sense so a lot. Oh, Jeff, yeah, Adams. To be fair, I mean, it's going quite unpredictable the 5 seconds. So stuff I need to get used to. I'm trying to improve my gut sending, obviously. Yeah, this is a stinker. Yeah, because I thought I didn't notice these walls. I saw the line, and then I thought we were low cam, and I think that's what came to my head, and that was unlucky. Okay, then we had Turkey. Then the Peru was nice though, and then yeah, it was Maharashtriitis. But 3 better. I'm leaving 3 for later, Adams. Later on in the stream, for sure. But the problem is if it loads for like 2 seconds, then I might have no time to guess. That's the only issue with 3 seconds. But it would be worth doing it towards the end, especially when I'm getting a lot more into rhythm with these games. But yep, let's lock in again. Yep, sure. Jesus Christ. That might have been... But I didn't have time to even react. Just saw Polish board and hope I cooked. Did I just send Spain on South Africa? Great. Bro, where's Magadan fam? Bro, stop giving me rounds that I can't find in time. Oh my days. Oh my god. I can even see Colo here. Shit. This might be a howler. This might be a bit of a howler. Don't know why I sent there, but sure. That might be a rough one. So feel free to predict, guys. What do you reckon that was? That was... I'm really scared on that. I think one round I completely butchered. But that was not great. So 30.8, okay. 28.8, okay. Yep, so I mean, I respect the expectation of being low on this one because it did not feel great, that one. 33Ks from 2 people. So I guess if you're closest, you tie. Oh, 33.1 change. That's fine. I can allow that. Oceanic Perry can change his, but if he wants to, but just don't change to 33.1. They need to add ranked 5 or 10 seconds, to be fair. I mean, the turbo mode, they should have just made it as a multiple option thing that you don't have to like do separately and actually make it more quick. Like, they should do an NMPZ version for like 10 seconds, yeah. That'll be fun. Maybe not for ranked at the moment, but at least to experiment, you know, and see what the interest's like, you know, for them to get an idea. More quick, but normal multi still. Yeah, exactly. Right, let's find out. So highest is 33.1, whatever. Let's find out. Yeah, I don't know how it's 37k, but it is. So short. Yeah, I mean the thing is, like, it is diabolical, but then like I tried to like do a recording and I spent like it took me 20 minutes to find somebody who was like 300 elo behind me, and just to lose in 2 rounds because I blundered round 2. So yeah, it's not great. If it's a thing, it should be the same multipliers, and it should be in the same setting where like you can multi-queue with it. I feel like having it separate makes no sense. People are just not going to queue it otherwise, because people like multi-queuing at the end of the day, don't they? So, but yeah, 37.8. Yeah, I did call. I was going to send South Africa on Spain. Yeah, that's the one round really that I knew was a bit of a guarantee. GG. But yeah, it was a Spain. Obviously, that's a free Spain. I don't know why it's on Vision South Africa there. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know where to bloody find the road in 5 seconds there. It's fair enough. Very north Scotland with gorse like this. Interesting. Fair enough. I debated north, but I thought something was a bit off. Yeah, I tried to find Lensk. Let's just say I was trying to find Lensk, but I didn't have time to find it. Yeah, I did say it was probably going to be Colombia, but it was too late to switch, unfortunately. Because, yeah, you said that already. Okay, right, yep. Chile was fine. Greece was fine. Greece was solid. Actually, the France one was actually a really good guess. I thought I was trolling with that guess, but it was actually a good guess, yeah. I mean, I knew this road, but I didn't have time to obviously get to it, unfortunately. Well, the section of road. I remember being near Coy Hague, but I zoomed a bit too north on the round by accident, I think. But yep. I guess we'll go again. Keep getting the rounds in. 3, 2, 1, go. What the hell am I looking at? What even floor is that, honestly? For what are these rounds? I'm pretty sure I had the same type of round twice. That's definitely probably a little more north, that. Can't see the vehicles. We had blue on the bottom. Maybe on the bike. I didn't quite make it out. This might be a troll guess, but it was the first thing I thought of. Yeah, I wanted to go more west in Spain there. But, yep. Feel free to predict, guys. What do you guys reckon that is going to be? $37. 44 from Adams. 44 Oceanic Prairie. So, 45.5. That would be nice. Also welcome in Blinky. Hope all is well. So the lowest so far is 37. The highest 45.5. Welcome in Hosuja as well. Good to see you here. Yep, last chance. We'll give it 10 seconds. So if you want to predict now. What's the news to Area Vietnam? That's what I was wondering. I was wondering if both of those rounds were, I was questioning if it was a weird indoor, like a weird news towards Vietnam. But I just didn't think of. I just wasn't. I was thinking Vietnam always late, and I was already deciding nooses. The first one I was almost going nooses as well. Second time I kind of had to. The UK round may be Stronsay, to be fair. 36. So we got 36 and a 45.5 range. Let's find out who is closest. Yeah, 36.67. So that is going to be Legacy, I think. Yep, so nice one there, Chris Kamara. But did Blinky get closer, actually? Wait, Blinky got closer. Yeah, you're closer, yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're closer. Yeah, got you. Sorry, I was reading too low down. Yeah, you're 37 and Legacy's 36, yeah. So GG's to Blinky. Well, one of them was Bangladesh, which makes a lot of sense. And the first one I was worried about in the nooses, but it was too late. I would decide where I was gonna go. Yeah, because I thought like rolling hill, metal roof. I thought Tenant's a bit weird, but the first thing I thought was like Cali because I didn't like Sumatra, I didn't like Java, but I didn't think of the nooses. So until last second, which I didn't have time to change my mind. Sask over Manor here. I mean, it's possible. It makes sense. Bruh, nobody likes Ohio, I swear to God. Fair enough. West side of Kenya. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to be confident with that, to be honest. Yep, Panama's okay. Yeah, let's have a look at this round. I might have to add this to the thingy. Yeah, that was a crazy lock. It felt something weird. But yeah, one of those weird Bangladesh locations. For sure. Yeah, I was also interested in what the sign was as well, actually. Very random green sign. Okay. Road, very nice quality. Very nice quality. Very nice quality, very strangely hilly. Always bring up hilly Bangladesh as an option. I need to find a way of like bringing up Bangladesh into the thought process there. I feel like it's really hard to think of that in 5 seconds unless you just literally just know it or train yourself to bring it up in a certain circumstance that correlates with that, I guess. That's brutal. Round 7. Yeah, I did say I was a bit too west. It was definitely a bit more northeast. Just a floodplain near Kanto, which makes sense. Should have really got that. Yeah, I didn't really take in enough here. Yeah, I need to relearn the blue license plates. Let me just check the... Is there actually an RMG thing? For Philly, yeah. Do they have the license plates here, or is it only on Plunkett? It might only be on Plunkett. Maybe. Yeah. Might just be on Plunkett. There is like an infographic, isn't there, for it? Because blue on the bottom, I'd noticed that last second. Wait, it wasn't blue at the bottom then. What? What the hell was that then? It looks like blue at the bottom to me. But sure. If I see hills and have 5 seconds, I'm not going Bangla unless there's a house and fence. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, finding a way to like train yourself to get like 5 seconds would be very would be very nice to have, because I don't think many people would get that. Like problem solve. Like, think of it. You know, even as like one of your first 2 options, you'll probably not bring it up. But I guess really nice pavement may be better. Yeah, that image is wrong. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, Jeff. Yeah, I don't remember the... Well, yeah, so I have to be careful with that, I guess. So the blue at the bottom's meant to be more of a Negros thing. I don't know. Or is it outdated, this? I have no idea. Anyways, if there's a more accurate image somewhere, I'm more than interested to take a look. But the Wikipedia says... He said, yeah, I assume that means Wikipedia. It says Western Visayas. So blue at the bottom means Western Visayas. Okay, got you. Thank you. So blue plates, I'm going there. Right. Thank you. Also cash travel, I guess. It's just the Alan Mole. Yeah, I kind of was thinking it was some weird Gen 4 foggy stuff on Scolma. Shetland, sorry, not Scone, that's in Wales. Shetland, but I obviously had 5 seconds. But obviously it's not easy to think of think Mull here. That's really hard to think in 5 seconds, but I don't know the coverage. That foggy coverage very well. But maybe at some point I can get good at UK again, that'll be nice. And round 10 was Spain. Yeah, I did say I was going to go more west towards Seville. Because for some reason I zoomed into Turkey, then realised the houses were Spanish, and then I wanted to go more West Spain, but I had to just put a marker down because I didn't know how much time I had left. Pretty much. So, yeah. No one is good at UK, I feel like. Yeah, I mean, I used to be alright, but I wasn't like crazy at it. And UK is just rough. Like, there's so many rounds that are just that NPC. There's like literally nothing you can do. But like, there's one lad who's really good at Scotland. He's probably still really good at Scotland. Who's in the UK community, who's insane at Scotland. You know, I'm probably up there in, you know, with one of the stronger players at Wales, but I've not to it with the coverage stuff, because you kind of need to like learn stuff as well, like with seasons and stuff. And yeah, England is just an absolute shithole as well. Yeah. Oh, I guess it's because it's listed as purple, but it's more of a dark blue. Ah, okay. Okay, that makes sense then. So if it's more of a darker blue, it's just that kind of purple colour, I guess. Yeah, the purple, what they've highlighted as purple. That makes sense then. The Snoop's been relieved. But yeah, thank you for checking that over, Blinky. But yeah, maybe it'd be fun to get good at UK, but it's just one of those things where you just have to give it a lot of time. And like, yeah, you can learn all the stickers and lampposts and stuff. You might learn architecture, but there's just so many rounds where you get none of that. So it's really hard. Like, I did do nation streaks and I got a 38 nation streak on NMPZ or something. But other than that, like, yeah. How do I learn architecture? It takes time. Yeah, you just have to learn the most easy stuff first, and then kind of accept that it's not always 100% reliable, and then I don't know. You just have to play more UK to kind of learn things the hard way sometimes, and kind of like refer back to like guides out there and see what's real, what's reliable, what's not reliable. Like, you kind of have to. I mean, if you go to like, I think like there's some guides on you know, region guessing, whatever the region guessing meta library. There's still some UK guides that are probably still quite up to date with that sort of thing. Like Wolf did some stuff. So you could definitely check out the UK section for that what Lupus did, if you know what I mean, Adams. You're not too young for that, are you? you know about that, but yeah. Also, apparently since 2025, because of uneven demand in plates, some are reused. Okay, so in other words, they're pretty much pulling a Triceratops. Do you not know what region guessing meta library is, Adams? Because it's been around for like good 2 or 3 years. I don't know how long you've been playing. If you were playing, of course you know what it is. Okay, it was a joke, but you never know nowadays. Like, bro, I'm getting close to my 30s now, man. So I played before I came out. Yeah, but I didn't know how. I didn't know that. I just knew you started young, but I didn't know how young you started. So yeah, all good. That's fine. I didn't know. I don't want to assume that you do know all the time. It's not always the best thing. It's not the best way to be, always. But yep. Anyways, let's log back in to some more. Yeah, Turkey I'm horrendous at. Like, I don't even think I was near there. Greece? Honestly, I don't even know what I was looking at. I thought Chile or Peru. Bro, what am I looking at? Bro, what's going on? Bro, what are these rounds? What are these? Bro, I'm getting so bamboozled with some of these locks. Bro, what? I'm gonna send Chile on US. Great. US on Chile, you know what I mean. Yeah, can we like not talk about this round, this seed, like ever again? once we know what it is, because this is a howler. Right, I have very, 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 very low expectations on that one. But feel free to make your predictions, I guess, because that might be mocking the bacon, that one. Bro, like, I'm not used to playing 5 seconds, but it's good for instinctively guessing and getting the vibes at times. And it's fun. It's something different, you know. 28.4. Yeah, I mean, I feel this might be a sub 30, potentially. 32, 32.8. 22, 28.4, 24. Yep. Any last predictions? I will end it in 10 seconds, so make sure you put your predictions down. So the highest we have is 32.8, which sums up the seat, sums up that game and performance probably. And 22 is the lowest. Okay, let's find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 27.8. Yeah. So Blinky should win that. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, I was in Narnia for half those rounds. That was Cali. I had Tunnel Vision Europe here. I didn't even think of US. I mean, if you think US in 5 seconds, you're sending Cali every day of the week, you know? That makes sense, bruh. Peru on Oman. That Oman makes so much more sense, but I just instantly thought it was going to be a weird, like, Peru, like a weird Chile, but then I realised it was way too rocky and the sound was a bit off. And then I thought Peru last second. I didn't think of Oman. That makes so much more sense. Yeah, I mean, I kind of panicked here. I didn't know what the hell was going on here. But makes sense, I guess. Because I was like, it don't feel like UAE, but I don't know where else to go. Yeah, I got the climate right at least, but for GeoGuessr terms, it's GG Bezel, you know. With them type of rounds. North Sumatra makes sense. Yeah, I didn't think of it with the oil palm test. I thought like, it made me think of Bangladesh at first, but then I saw the oil palms like, oh shit, it's maybe Malaysia then? And that was the round done, you know. Yeah, makes sense. Really, that's a budget, oh Jeff. Yeah, it's a budget, yeah, that's free. Yeah, I did kind of say I was going to send US on Chile there, weren't I? Yeah, the blue sign was wrong, yeah, and... Yeah, I thought this was... I gassed myself, I thought it was a wooden pole, and that was a poster. So, yep. Oops. Happens, Jeff. Okay, at least I got the India. Queensland, yeah, I did debate going Queensland late, but I decided to stick with NSW. And then Belgium. Okay, right. Okay, I haven't got any notifications. I think we are good to go. So let's do another one. What time is it? Only 6:30. I have not seen this bollard before. Bro, what was that bollard? That bollard completely threw me off. That bollard completely threw me off. Couldn't even click properly. Chris Kamara's. Probably should have gone a bit more north there. That might be more west coast, maybe. Bit scared of that one. It's Poland. Fuck. Bro, why does Denmark and Poland look so similar in a flash image? I swear to God. Okay, this one surely is Texas, right? This should be Germany. Will you YouTube members get these challenge links? To be fair, nah. I mean, I just do it because it's. I don't want to like have that interval between 5 rounds. I like doing 10 rounds at a time. Honestly, if there's a 20 round option, I'd rather do that as well. Honestly, I kind of the less disruption, the better. At times, might have been a Colorado, New Mexico baller, but I didn't see it fully. Yeah, I was a bit confused. But yeah, if you want to make predictions, feel free to predict now, guys. Let us know what you guys reckon that score was. 41, 38.9. Welcoming Renegade Chicken, hope all is well. 43 from Oceanic Prairie. $37.6. Yeah, feel free to keep predicting away. $40, 34.5. Don't know if Blinky's make a prediction, but I'll end it in 10 seconds. So what we got? We got the highest at 43 and the lowest at 34.5, I think. I entered when you talked about the plates. Oh, the motorcycle plates. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Right, yo. So, yeah, so it's 34.5 and 43 the highest. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Not good. 35.172. I think that goes to Eat the Rich, I think. If I'm correct. So, GG's, well played. With your prediction. But yeah, I didn't feel confident with this. It was better than the other one, but it wasn't that different. It was Wyoming. Did you mention Wyoming, the Snoots? Let me have a look. No. Okay, so it might have been something else. Let me just put this link. Oh, it was black. Was it just a black bollard with just yellow reflectors for some reason? Maybe this is Wyoming specific, because if I saw the black, then I would. If I saw it was this black bollard, I would have gone Wyoming immediately. But because I saw the double yellow, I thought it was like I thought it was like some weird free yellow thing, but only with 2, and I got confused. Yeah. Is this ball actually, you know, obviously the black ball is really useful, but is the actual black ball with the 2 yellow squares actually quite unique? Like, maybe that is a Wyoming thing, who knows? But either way, cool round. Yeah, I kind of just got confused. I didn't really think were in time. I just thought it reminded me of the New Mexico ball, then I realised it wasn't, then I didn't know what to send. Stony was fine. That was fine, just a long road in it. That barely shows up. Yeah, I kind of gaslit myself away from this as well. Don't know if you guys saw that. Yeah, I shouldn't have made myself away from that. That was a bad decision. Don't know how you can gaslight yourself in 5 seconds, but it's possible. Yeah, I did think this should have been a bit more north, but I'm not going to claim to be a good player at France. It's kind of just vibe and hope, really. Cyprus. Ah. I did not notice this bollard. I just thought Turkey and decided we're in Turkey. But we literally got like a Cyprus bollard, and we've got the reflectors being white on this side, which means we're driving left. So that is actually very gettable. I just tunnel vision Turkey, unfortunately. Argentina or Mexico? Yeah, this felt weird. I don't know anything that gives away Mex here. I mean, the pole here didn't really feel. Well, it's octagonal. You can see this is octagonal. This actual pylon thing, whatever pole pylon thing it is, but it's like this really like deep, like this very like purple pinkish soil, like maroon color, whatever you call it. That really threw me off. So maybe that soil's a Michoacan thing. Maybe. I've not really seen this soil before in Mexico, if I'm being honest. Like, barely ever. Maybe if ever. I don't think I've even noticed this before. It reminded me of like the purple or pinkish tint soil in Arge, and I thought like I saw yellow flowers, and I think maybe it's like the Yuhoi Salter flowers, and that's what kind of happened in the 5 seconds. But obviously I think this pole is never going to be Arge, obviously, so I didn't really think of that. Bring that up in 5 seconds. It wasn't even Poland. it was Czech. Yeah, because I saw some wooden frame here, I thought. And then I was like, shit, where do I go? I went Denmark, and I realised I saw this house, and I was like, this is never Danish, this house. And then I thought it was Poland, but it was actually just Czechia. So fair enough. Yep, Texas, and yeah, Germany. Fair enough, Jeff. Fair enough. Right, yo, I think what we're going to do now is we're going to do another batch of the 5 seconds, like another 10. But I think after that, we're going to do 20 at once. So you'll have to guess out of 100k instead of 50. After we've done this one, we're going to do this one first. But afterwards, we're going to do 2 in a row. And then you're going to predict the total score from those 2 games and see how close or how far you guys are off. I think that'd be quite interesting. But yep, let's begin. This teak, I should be going really north there, I think. Cambo. I feel like I saw like a New York mark, but the things were... I thought the things were quite West Coast, but I don't know if it registered in my thing, honestly. It wouldn't surprise me if it didn't even register, to be honest. That would be unlucky. Okay. Lucky 20 rounds might be better because the rounds go so quick. Bro, what is this seed? Bro, I mean, one of them I wasn't sure was Campbell, but if we've had 3 Campbells this seed, that is crazy. Right. What do you reckon, guys? Any predictions? What score do you think that's going to be, guys? Let it be known. 38, 36.9. 34 from Hosuja. Or Hosuya, sorry. I think you pronounce it as an Y, don't you? Sound. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, feel free to put it away. I will give it another 10 seconds. So for the highest we've got so far is a 39.5 from Legacy. And also anyone on YouTube, you can also get involved, so don't be shy to predict your scores. But I will be finding out in 8 seconds. I guess like YouTube might be delayed as well a bit more, so yeah. 40.5 from Oceanic Pro, that's the highest. So yep, we'll find out very shortly. So the lowest is 34 and the highest is 40.5. And let's find out in 3, 2, 1. 35, really? That was that bad? I thought I did better than that, to be honest. They were actually Sri Lanka polls. Yeah, I was wondering because I didn't see the dots. I saw dots at the top, but I thought it was the light that made it look like there was no dots. So I still went Thailand because I thought like the dots were just hidden by the brightness of the light. I didn't realize you got. Is this teak? What is this? It's an interesting type of round to get in Sri though, for sure. Makes a lot of sense. Round 2 was Cambo. Round 3, I mean, I don't know why I said this part, but it was West Coast. Yeah, I was worried about Thailand here. I don't think I'm ever sending pig shit here. Let's be real. I would definitely send more east usually on this lock. Like, how do you go here on that? I mean, it's just some burnt land or something, but still, that's kind of crazy to send west on that. Doesn't look like teak to me. Yeah, I don't know what it was meant to be. It kind of reminded me of teak in 5 seconds with the leaves, the big leaves, but I think the leaves are wrong, aren't they? It's some sort of plantation. Maybe it could be still teak. I don't know. The leaves do seem a bit wrong for it though. I don't know what this is really. But anyway, either way, it didn't really matter, did it? Okay, I mean that was understandable. What's happened here? Yep. Average filling moment where you just don't have time to get the conclusions. At least it's lose on, but still quite far away. I mean, what the hell is this lock? I was wondering why it was. It felt a bit strangely warm. I was tempted to send Kyushu. I mean, you could see a Kanto plate here on if you zoom in. But I actually didn't realise this island actually has coverage. I don't think I've ever seen this island come up in my games ever. So that is interesting. Obviously, I know like there was like some islands, weren't there? Like further south, I remember. Or there was like one much more out of the way. Yeah, like Ogasawa. Yeah, like I know that one. But yeah, I just didn't remember. I just not really seen this come up in the game before. Yeah, actually not sure. We can check, I guess. So let's have a look. Yeah, they've all got coverage. Yeah, I just really never come across them in game. Besides that, the one I might have had this island before, and I definitely had obviously this before. I will take a look. Legacy, give me his moments. Yeah, I was a bit suspicious of the dragon fruit. I noticed that last second. Okay, it was Maharashtra. Round 9 was Cambodia. Yeah. Because I thought like maybe some random shit on the Bangladesh hills, but yeah, I don't think I've seen dragon fruit in Philippines before. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've ever seen that in Philippines before. Like, I knew I didn't really get Vietnam vibes, and then I was like, where else do I go? And I thought, shit, Bangladesh. Yo, Noah, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Hope all is well. We're doing some rapid NMPZ games, and by the end of the seeds, like we're going to be doing 5 seconds per round, and doing it for 20 rounds, and everybody will predict. Who wants to predict can predict the score that the grand total will be in those 2 games. So you guys are welcome to join in, but hope your stream went well. Don't know what you're up to today, but either way, I hope you had fun and had a good time. And yep, I think we will continue with this. So pretty much now, we're going to do 2 seeds equivalent. So we'll do 2 10-rounders. So I'll just move this one into this, and then create another one here. So I'll play 20 rounds, and yep, then at the end you guys can predict. But yeah, welcome in Mordan, and yeah, that's great to hear, man, and thank you, appreciate it. I'm just trying to make sure I'm having fun and enjoying myself without getting rage baited by spending way too long on a moving round, like I was earlier, to be fair. But yep, I think we are good to go. So let's begin and see how we do with these 20 rounds in a row. Okay. No idea. No idea. I literally had no time to decide. It's probably gonna be chilly now. That's really annoying. US. Don't think I like New Mexico, but sure. Okay, this is the last one for this one. I think it's just Mexico. Right, that's game one done. So now let's jump into the second one. Keep going. I'm worried about East there. Okay, this is Shri. So that should be fine. First thought was West Virginia or maybe a weird New York, actually. Could be more Pennsylvania even. That felt a bit off. Okay. Not too sure about that one. For like a Kentucky, Tennessee type of round. I didn't really check the road lines there, which I should have done. It just feels like some random Mexico city outskirts forest to me. Hope it's not the north stuff. Poland? Road lines I'm not sure about, but first thought was Poland. Some random hilly Paris stuff, somewhere outskirts maybe. Worried about Rondonia though. But I don't think that pole would make sense though. Okay, one more round. Worried about north for that one as well. Maybe... It's Russia, bro. Why did I move to Poland for no reason? I completely threw that round away. Right, yo. So, guys, now we played 20 rounds. So, you guys have to predict out of 100k what we got there. So, we got a 72k prediction from Renegade Chicken. So, feel free to make your prediction. So, pretty much it's twice as many rounds as before. So, what you would predict with 10, just double it. Pretty much. For context, like I said, anyone's welcome to join in. And, yeah. So we've got, of course, someone's going to say 67k, of course. But welcome in Never Ending, hope all is well. So the high so far is 74k. We've got a 72, 71, and then a couple 67s and a 68. I missed 15 of the rounds. I mean, you never know, Jeff. You never know. You might just accidentally cook the baked beans, to be fair. Rightio. We will find out in 10 seconds. So last chance. And I will get my calculator out to add them up, of course. So the first one. Well, I think we did this one. Well, one of these we'll find out first. And thank you for giving Noah a shout out. I appreciate that. I don't know if it was just Newts, but yeah, cheers for giving Noah a shout out. Of course, shout out Noah for the raid before. But yeah, let's find out the results for this game. 34. That's not great. Thank you for the follow, Never Ending. Appreciate it. So 34 or 3-2. And now let's check out the other one. And 41-2. 41-2-2-2. So the actual total was 75,254. So I think Oceanic Prairie was the closest. So GG's to Oceanic Prairie for taking the win there. Right up, let's just have a quick look at the rounds again to make sure. Oh, Taiwan and Philippines, yeah, of course. Tough round, really. If I saw the concrete slab pavement better, I would have got that. Okay, that was a really nice guess. I was happy. I was quite confident with that round, so I was happy with that. Oh, Jeff, I was not confident about this one though. It was just South Hills. I don't know why I tunnel visioned the stuff towards Abercan, like this valley, like around here, where it gets sometimes it feels a bit strangely dry. Okay, New Zealand. Honestly, I didn't even have time to think about this round, but I would have gone North Island if I had more time. A couple extra seconds. How is that not Newfie? Really? That's caught me off guard. So 631. Oh, it's literally an Ontario guardrail, Ontario signpost or fences. We had the white strip. That's actually free, bro. Why did I tunnel vision? I don't even know what I did there. It's one of those distinctive Gen 3 roads that is left though, so I should have got that. But man, I'm just way too rusty nowadays, unfortunately. I need to sort myself out for next year. I'm just not good enough right now. But yep, South Dakota or North Dakota, I mean, fair enough. Yeah, I can see it being more North Dakota now in hindsight. Yeah, I thought like New Mexico and Arizona felt awkward. I do like Nevada more, but I didn't think of that in 5 seconds, to be honest. I didn't see those trees either, or whatever they're meant to be called. What was round 8? Yeah, I kind of got baited by this pole. I was thinking this almost looked like a Telegram-like pole, but these fields are quite interesting. I wonder if this could be a meta for some part, you know. Don't know if you get much of this in Telegana. Yeah, it was a weird round, but of course we have done some Arizona and New Mexico stuff in the past, so I was quite surprised I didn't really recognise it. So I was a bit worried it's going to be something weird out the way for sure. The snoops. Yeah, quite baity poles. I mean, no poles 100%, but yeah, it makes sense for telling I don't want no move, but I need to be careful with like trusting this 1x2 thing. For Tamonada needs to be a thing I need to think about. Okay, my Romania was nice. Like I said, I've still got the quality guesses in me. And then we had Guerrero here. Again, I just thought of Mexico in 5 seconds, and that was about it. But yep. Right, let's find out the other results. This was obviously a better game. So yeah, Finland was fine. Okay, Sri Lanka, yeah. Virginia, yeah, Virginia makes a lot more sense. Yep. Okay, yeah, it makes sense to be more east. I shouldn't have gone that far west. Makes sense. Sorry, Kentucky or Michigan. That's not happened for a while. I didn't really pick up on northern trees. Yeah, you can kind of see some northern trees here. Yeah, definitely. And we got a bit of sand. There's a little bit of sand, hinted sand here. But then again, it could just be... Okay, he's doing the peace sign. I thought he was doing something else for a second. Makes sense. It makes sense to be Michigan, I guess. I just didn't think of it in 5 seconds. I didn't really get a north vibe, so I kind of was like, a delta, that's not quite right for the normal Midwest. And I went Kentucky. Because I thought something felt off for a normal Midwest round there. But I didn't really notice the northern like vegetation. Okay, of course we miss Oaxaca. Yeah, I don't think I'm saying Oaxaca here, to be honest. It makes sense, but that's just hard. I don't know how you get meant to get that. Fair enough. Poland on Czechia. Yeah, was this the road? Yeah, I thought the road lines were a bit weird. Do you get these road lines in Poland, like kind of like these like space dashes and stuff? I don't know if Adams is still here, but there feels like there's something off about this road for Poland, but maybe I'm just going crazy. Because I was thinking that the landscape felt Polish, but then I thought the road was a bit weird. Maybe the road lines? I don't know. But it makes sense to be Czech here with the road landscape. With trees kind of following the side of the road parallel. It makes sense. For Czech, I just thought Poland first thing. I didn't really think of anything else in time. But I guess it makes sense. Round 8 was, yep, cooking the baked beans in Para. I like my Brazil. Round 9 was a really nice region guess in La Pampa. We'll take that. And then the last round, I moved away from Russia. Like if I didn't move from where I was, I would have definitely got at least another 1,000 points or so there. I don't know why I moved. That was like a silly like panic switch for no reason. But yeah, not bad. And we're approaching 7 o'clock, so we'll do another batch of 5 seconds with two games. And we'll go again. Right, yo, let's go. Okay, Turkey feels quite west to me. I thought North Finland or Sweden border. Spain feels quite dry, maybe a bit more down here. Germany, maybe. Not too sure. Kenya feels like almost like a TUI to me. What we're on round? Okay, round 6 now. Wait, is this Penza actually? I was worried about not Novice Birds. I was worried about Kemerovo area because of the early May potential coverage, and the soil looked kind of dark. But I feel like I've seen that stuff in Penza sometimes. Could be somewhere else like a Kazan or Yanovsk, but we'll keep moving. Puno, surely. I have no idea. I'm just gonna send something. Bangladesh, maybe. Don't know what I was looking at there, to be honest. Poland, I guess. Could see Denmark or something weird. But that is the first game, so let's do the second. Santa Catarina, surely. Croatia or Bosnia. I'm actually thinking more Bosnia here, like North Bosnia. Kenya? Czech, I guess, or maybe a weird Poland I could see. This feels like Arge. South Korea, that's don't know why I zoomed into there, Jeff. Bhutan. Bayer. I should have gone a bit more north of that palm though, I think. Norway, I'm probably going to send something up here. I'm a little bit worried about being some Beta South stuff. And round 10 is Guat. Not was, bro. Why am I speaking past tense? It is Guat, innit? Yeah. The tile drift threw me off, though. Right, yo, guys. Feel free to predict. What do you guys reckon that score was? Let it be known. And we'll find out soon, I guess. So we have a 74.7 from Dishnoots. So, and we have a 60k from Mervyn Reed. Welcome in, by the way. Hope all is well. I want to stream, but don't have gaming PC. Yeah, that's unlucky. Honestly, GeoGuessr, it's out of all things to stream, it's probably one of the most manageable ones. Do you just have a laptop? But yep, if anyone wants to predict, feel free to predict now. So far, I've got a Just Newts with a 74.7 and a Mervyn Reed with a 60k. So, like I say, if you want to predict, feel free to predict now, guys. I only see 2 predictions. And yep. Like I say, you have to predict out of 100k. It is 20 rounds equivalent, so the maximum you can get is 100k. And the lowest, obviously, is 0. Thank you for the follow, Apfe Loxid. Welcome in. Hope all is well. But yeah. Yeah, I hope you find a solution to that Slumdog crew. It would definitely be. It's always nice to stream for sure. But yeah, wish you the best with that in the future. Yep, last chance for any predictions. So right now we've got 3. So we've got the lowest at 60, the highest at 76, and then Dishnoops kind of a bit close to 76 with 74.7. So yep. Right, we're going to find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, first game is the stinker. The first game is the stinker. 33, not good. We got Turkey, nicely done. Yeah, I did think I should have gone Sweden in the end, but I was a bit too slow. Spain was a nice region guess. Germany was not a good region guess. Yeah, I definitely should have gone more south. West sunflowers as well. I actually don't know sunflower distribution in Germany, actually. I have no idea what the distribution's like. Yeah, bro, I'm just having a look at Kenya right there. That was a weird round, really. Interesting road. Oh, no, wait, that's the one I went Kitui on. Ah. Makes sense, I can see it now. I was going to say, like, how is that other one in Kitui? But it might not even be the right continent, honestly. It was Kemerovo all my days. But I was right straight away. I somehow made myself go against my first thought. It was literally Kemerovo. And that is unlucky. Yep, I should have gone Kemerovo. My first thought was Kemerovo. I should have gone for it. But I didn't. I overthought it. Round 8 was, Puno. 7 was Puno. Oh, God. Round 8 and round 9 was a stinker. US on Croatia, bro. Can we, like, get rid of these US rounds that look like Europe? Like, it's kind of getting ridiculous now. Somebody had, like, an invitation to all the other way around, and I had it on a ranked video as well. It's really frustrating. It makes sense to be Europe now in hindsight, but I just didn't think Europe in time. I just thought where in the US could work, and that was GG. That was just flat out GG, Jeff. And round 9 was this. Yeah, it makes sense to be Central Java. I thought the coconut palms was a bit weird for Bangladesh. And round 10 was Southeast Poland. Jesus. Surely Adam 5K's Southeast Poland from this, to be fair. Yep, fair enough. So 33, 154 is the first game. And the second game, we got 43.4. So the second game was definitely a lot better than the first. That is for sure. By a mile. So in total, that means we got 76.572k. So Legacy Geo, you cooked the baked beans, Jeff. Nice prediction there. You were very close with that guess. Very well played. So yep, let's weigh up this one quickly. So round 1, yep, it was a free Santa Catarina because we have a single support, feels like the South, single support plus South vibes, always Santa Catarina. Very free round. Round 2, we pulled an aim on, but I thought it was going to be somewhere around this area. Round 3, yep, nice Kenya there. Yeah, checking on Slovenia. I didn't think of Slovenia here, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I'm not too sure how you get Slovenia from this. I can kind of see it. I thought the road was a bit weird. Like, quite a narrow road and like random gravelness like this. Is this normal for Czechia? Maybe? I actually don't know. That is a tough one. For sure. Round 5, we had Santiago del Estero. I probably could have committed more, but it's fine. Scots Pine should be banned from Slovenia, to be fair. To be fair, Jeff. I don't know how I pulled a 4.9k from that, but sure. Yeah, Bhutan was good. Then we... nice bio... I'm pretty sure it's a bio palm. Right, I'm not going insane. Oceanic Prairie? Or is it something else? Like, I'm trying to figure out if it's something else. It might be something else. But it's definitely not macaw, is it? Is it just macaw? Really? It's a very short macaw. Bloody hell. I guess it may... Yeah, it's a macaw. Yeah, you're right. Bro, I got bait about this. I had 5 seconds. I just thought it was a biopalm because of just how short it was. Usually the biopalms, the macaw palms are usually not this short. So that really threw me off. But yeah, you can see the center. Makes sense. Yep. Yeah, otherwise I would have sent Bella Horizonte. So I would have done a lot better if I identified that properly straight away. Yeah, I was worried about this one. For some reason, I thought I saw scratches, but I think it was just rumbles with the yellow lines. So I thought I saw scratches, and that's what made me go north. But without the scratches, I was sending around, yeah, pretty much where it was, like around this area. So that's unfortunate. I just missaw things. And then Guatemala was kind of free. So, yep. I don't know if I said thank you for the follow, but thank you for the follow, AppFayLoxid, and welcome in. Sorry if I didn't say that before, but if I did already, then you've had it twice. Right here. So I reckon we do the same thing again. And I think after this one, we'll do a couple 3-second attempts maybe. And then I'll probably chill for a bit off stream before I've got to do stuff in the evening. But yeah, how long have we been streaming for? You know, getting close to 2 hours. Yeah, I'm hopefully like I'll be able to like be streaming a bit more longer in the coming weeks, because I'm currently on catch up with YouTube videos, so it's quite a stressful kind of week with that stuff. It's not stressful. It's just a lot to do, you know. I've got a lot to do. And there's one thing I can control now, and it is getting my YouTube going, because I could prepare as much as I want for the World League, and you know, and it might, and like I say, it's out of my hands really. Unless I get 4 points, then maybe there's a 2% chance that a miracle could happen. But yep, right here, we might as well get ready for the last batch of 5-second ones. So let's see how this is going to go, and let's lock in. First thought was Quebec. Yeah, so I was seeing the yellow line, but I thought it was more US looking. What the hell was that pavement? Bro, what was that? Bro, what was that pavement? Bro, I'm so confused. That's definitely wrong. That is definitely wrong. That is as wrong. That is very wrong. But sure. Bangladesh. Can't really make out anything. Is this the weird Mexico stuff? Down here? Weird PI or something? I'm not sure. Could see Nova Scotia. But half my screen is blocked by the map because I moved my map way too early there. That could even be RS. Yeah, this game's a stinker for sure. For sure. Okay, let's do the second game. Try and do it a bit better. Okay, Spain, I'm guessing. UAE, not UAE, Oman. What the Jeff am I yapping? Sri Lanka. South Africa. Sure, this is North Argentina or something. Could be Paraguay. For Arkansas or something. I'm not really sure which of the make coverage it is, but we'll see. Bro, I don't know where I'm going there. I was actually thinking Wisconsin last second, but bro, I don't know what was going on there. Bro, why is the oil palms here? It's gonna be West Cali again. Oh my days. That was a rough one. Right. Predictions. What score do you reckon we got in total out of 100k there? Let it be known, guys. We'll probably do this one, then a couple batches of 3 seconds. So let it be known, guys. What do you guys reckon that score is going to be? I gotta go, Jeff. Good luck with the games. Thank you. Yep, like I say, if you want to predict, feel free to. If nobody predicts, then I'm just going to review, of course, straight away. But, of course, it'd be nice, you know, if you guys want to get involved, then that's your way of getting involved, you know, so. Yep, if you want to predict now. Otherwise, I'm just going to find out myself in, like, 15 seconds. I reckon 72 if I'm being nice. Maybe. Kenya on Badung, maybe? Maybe, yeah. 68k, I don't think that's a bad prediction. Any more predictions in chat? Otherwise, I think we'll find out in 8 seconds. And I think after we find out and review the games, I do need to get a drink. But I think this game might be a stinker, so let's find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we've got 39k. That is higher than expected, if I'm being honest, for the first game. And let's find out what the second game's going to be. 35.2. Okay, that was higher than expected. So we got 74.882k. So we still managed to get in the 70k despite it feeling terrible. And also it's worth saying it is 5 seconds. You know, it's not like a whole minute or anything. So yeah, it was just Java. Yeah, being weird. Yep. Yep, that's all fair. What was this guess? Yep, that was a nice cook in 5 seconds. Yep. Yeah, I should have stayed in Mato Grosso. I was thinking Rondonia, but then I forgot about. I didn't actually pay attention to the Brazil nut trees. To be honest, that would have made me stay where I was. That was very gettable. Round 9, Entre Rios. What was this again? Yep, makes sense. Entre Rios is quite gettable there. Should have probably got that. And round 10 was near Camilla. Okay, very fair. Let's have a look at the other game. That was a bit worse. Okay, it was. Yep, Spain was correct. Oman was okay, but not the best. Sri Lanka was fine. South Africa was fine, but didn't register my late switch. How is that La Pampa? Average sending La Pampa or North moment? I mean, very sandy, I guess, but other than that, I don't know. Fair enough. Skill issue. Yeah, I did. Wait. I saw you had a Acacia flag. Do you get these sometimes in Nova Scotia, I guess? Maybe you do. Yeah, because you had double yellows, which is wrong for New Brunswick, but I tunnel vision with the flag. So that's kind of unlucky, to be honest. I tunnel vision with the flag. Round 7. Yeah, it was Arkansas. Round 8 was the May coverage in Nizhny. Yeah, okay. I thought like the soul was a bit off for Sakhalin, but I don't know. I just kind of skill issued in 5 seconds there. That's quite hard to think of that in 5 seconds, really, especially on not a main road. Yeah, the Pampa is rough after 25 stuff. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Michigan makes sense. The bit of a reddish soil at times. Yep, makes sense. And then I was thinking Wisconsin late, but Michigan also works. And then round 10, yeah, I kind of thought it felt super dry. And then I saw oil palms. I was like, what do I do? But yep, your average Benkulu, I guess. Fair enough. But yep, that is the 5 seconds done. So I'm going to get a drink now, guys. And we'll do a couple 100k attempts with the 3 seconds. And then after that, I will probably have to go. So let me just get a drink. I'll be back in a minute. And then we'll do 3 seconds, Jeff. Right, yo, I'm back, guys. Let's do 3 seconds. I think we've got time for doing 2 batches of like 20 rounds of it. But yeah, definitely lower the expectations. That's all I would say. So yep, let's get this prepared. And I think I just do this. And then I just do this. So yep, 3 seconds times 3 second time. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Let's lock in and see how it goes. Okay, first thought was Colombia. Great. South Africa, maybe. Indo, but I don't know where. Guat. NMK. South Africa. Malaysia. Shit on quiche. Alberta. Russia, maybe Penza. Don't you dare be bloody coming over again. Sweden. Oh fuck. I didn't mean to hit space. I guess treat it as a warm-up. I mean, one of my guests didn't register anyway. Wait, I went South Africa on Magadan. Bro, low-key, you can see what I've done here, right? Surely you can see what I've done here. Oh my days, that's funny. That was, I guess, count as a warm-up because I didn't mean to hit space. I need to keep an eye on hitting space because sometimes you get into momentum. But yeah, that was a bit of an oopsie Jeffers, I guess. Yeah, it was even camera over again. Yeah, I was just jinxed that game. Right, we'll do that again. Maniples on. Yeah, I mean, I just missed it. Yeah, it's unlucky. It's just unlucky, Jeff. Right, I think we have to go again. Right, let's lock in. That was a warm up. Right, we'll go again. Okay, Indo. Was that Sumatropol? Where's Sumatropol? I didn't see. Germany. Peru. Bro, what? I'm restarting. Bro, what? Bro, I need to wake up. Let me just wake up. I need to lock the Jeff in. I'm not locked in. I need to lock in. Right, we're restarting. Now, for real. Okay. Okay. Bro, where the hell's Kyrgyzstan? All my days. Right, okay. I used to not to hit spacebar on this round. Okay. So we've done 10 rounds there. Now let's get ready for the other one. Bloody hell. Arge. Indoor. No idea where though. Equa. Paraguay. Hungary. I was trying to click Panama there. Thailand. Bro, it's Chile. It could be US. I could have accidentally fluked that, but I think it was Chile. Didn't think of anything in that 3 seconds there. Bro, it's a miracle I even got my pin down at last round. Right. I have no idea if some of those guesses registered, but I guess you guys can predict what you reckon out of 100k that was. Yo, Legacy Geo, thank you for the subscription. Thank you so much, man. I've just got your notification. Thank you so much, man. It's really nice of you. Means a lot, man. Thank you for the sub. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you. And yeah, also, like I said, hope you're enjoying these streams. As always, 98765. Wait, Adams, you're cooking. You're cooking, Jeff. Surely, Jeff. But yeah, thank you, Legacy Geo. Thank you so much, man. I hope you cooked. Well, I might have overcooked and burnt the bacon. Because sometimes you cook that much that you burn. So, you know, sometimes you cook too hard. Unfortunately. But yeah, I reckon if I get anything over 67k, I think it's tolerable. So we got a 55555, to be fair. Quite the range. Any more predictions? Let it be known, guys. I mean, we'll probably do one more batch of this, then I will have to go. So if you want to predict now. And we'll find out in like 10 seconds what this is going to be. But yeah, I reckon my guess is going to be 69, 69, 69. Surely. Or 69, no, 69, 69, 6. Isn't it? Yeah. It can't be 696,000. If I've done my maths correctly. Anyways, so I think it's 60. I want to reckon it's going to be like 69.69k. Surely. Right. Let's find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 36,797. Okay, so that is not. It's not great, but considering 3 seconds, you never know, bro. Exactly, you never know. Especially inconsistent. One minute you play really well, and 1 minute you play like you've just never touched the game before. But yep, let's find out the other game. The other game was worse. The other game was a lot worse. So 29,813. So I got 66.610. Did I say 67? I was not far away. No, I said 69 in the end, but I did say 67 as a joke at first. But the 67 was accidental foreshadowing. But yeah, it was 66.6. So I guess Legacy wins. I guess you're closest. But yeah, I mean, we'll have a look at this seed. So yeah, I mean, the other thing as well is like it's hard to get your markers down in 3 seconds. Yeah, 66.6 would have been a cook, to be fair. Yeah, Malaysia's free here with more than 3 seconds. Okay, that was fine. That was fine. Yeah, but I almost... Did I actually accidentally click Uzbekistan? Almost. Shout out Uzbekistan. Is that Uzbekistan? Yes, it is, yep. Round 6. I actually thought this was confidently Texas. Low key in 3 seconds. We have paired rumble strips as well, and obviously it feels more north in hindsight. Round 7. That's fine. Round 8. Indiana and Kansas. I did not expect that. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense now. Round 9, we got Malaysia that time at least. And round 10, we sent Russia. Not quite, but we tried to guess Kaliningrad, and it was unfortunately, I think Bryansk. Yep. I don't think. I mean, more than 3 seconds. I'm not sending Kaliningrad, but thinking of that in 3 seconds is, you know, not the worst thing in the world. But this is where we had a bit of a stinker, guys. Wait, I sent the UK on Mexico. Oh, Jeff. Yeah, I didn't mean to send Paraguay on this. I was trying to click Arge. That was a 3 seconds moment. Indo and Philly. Yeah, I mean, if I saw that poll a bit better. Yeah, concrete slab payment. Yeah, I didn't think of Philly in 3 seconds. Equi was fine. Paraguay was acceptable. Hungary's skill issue of the region, guessing. Round 6. Yeah, I literally tried to click Panama here. So that's just an unfortunate round. 7, we got Thailand. I don't even remember this round. Wasn't this a round where it was like, oh shit, it's Chile? I think it was, but we had a BC thing. Yeah, bloody hell. What? Yeah, because I thought like Chile for some reason. I don't know where the hell Chile came up from, and I panicked. I mean, it's a weird BC, don't get me wrong, but it's just the south stuff near the US border. Yeah. I don't know what the hell happened in my brain that round, to be honest. That kind of was all placed. This one, I think, was just random grass turf, like... Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you look at the trees more, you know it's going to be, like, something more tropical, but... I saw the grass turf and had to make a guess. Like, I had no time to take anything else in. And yeah, this one was when the round loaded for almost like 1.7 seconds, and I was looking to get my guess down. I would have gone more Vic here, maybe, yeah, over 3 seconds. I was going Taz if I saw the coast, but yeah, it's unlucky. But I reckon we've got one more to go, so one more to lock in, and then I think that'll be all. So let's give this a go, and we'll see how we do. Hopefully we can beat the 66.6. That'll be nice, to be fair. And yep, we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Okay, Denmark. France. Alabama. Kenya. Not confident with that one. Cali. Oh my days. Colombia. US. I think I saw Northern RPMs. Ghana. Guat. I swear it's a repeat. Last round. Where the hell's Kazakhstan? Bro, I don't know if it registered. Bro, I looked at the wrong... I completely lost my bearings in Kazakhstan, but I tried... I knew it was that road. I knew it was the road. I knew it was the road. So, if it doesn't register, that is tragic. But we'll find out if it registers, I guess, at the end of the game. But let's look into this one. Okay. I think Panama. Hopefully that registered. France. Brazil. Australia. Philly. Definitely North Philly, I think, as well. US. Somewhere around here. France, snow coverage maybe. Poland. Might not be. Might just be Rid Russia, I guess. Bangladesh. Okay, right. Final predictions. The last predictions of the stream. Who knows? Hopefully, those guesses registered, but we'll see. So feel free to make your final predictions, guys. This is the last. These were the last seeds for today. I've got a busy evening, so I can't be streaming too long today. So, yep. Unfortunately, I would have started like an hour and a bit earlier if I wasn't in a bit of a pickle with some recordings. Yep. Predictions, guys. It's the last predictions. Come on, lads. Come on. Make your prediction, guys. Make your predictions. It is now the time to make your final guesses. Okay, Mayo saying 65, 545. We've got a 70, 500. Okay. I have no idea if that's going to be... I have no idea if we're going to beat 66.6. But we'll see. So 78.5 from Legacy. So Legacy, thinking a bit higher this time. Mayo thinking 65.5. Is Adam's going to make his last prediction? Yeah, I was thinking it was like North Philly. Like the really far north part of Philly with those palms. Like very far north Luzon. I know you can get them, I think in Baikal or some other random places, but that was really dry, so... Yep. 60k from Signifi. Welcome in, by the way. Good to see you here. Were you on Bloomstream, if I remember correctly? Leakley was 66.5. So we've got quite a bit of a mix. What are your plans for the evening? So pretty much after I conclude the stream, after these finding the results here, Obviously, I'm going to share the YouTube video that I released. And then I think I've got a recording with Clement at some point, potentially later. That might take an hour, probably. And then I'll see what the time is after that and see if there's time to record. But I think I need to like plan some stuff on certain communities. Like I think there's some things I need to do for the UK community, and I also need to like plan Thursday ahead, and then I might start. I'll be thinking more about what to do in the coming days for a bit of the evening as well, because I need to like make sure I plan properly, because I haven't really got much time. I would have done this like an hour earlier, but I was just getting a video sorted. Yep, of course. Yeah, tomorrow I've got like a good 2-hour walk, so I'm looking forward to Wednesday morning. So it should be a good walk, and a complete time away from GeoGuessr. It's just like right now I'm in that situation where I'm trying to get ahead of my schedule a little bit, and right now I'm kind of like still getting the videos prepared and stuff. So by next week, it will definitely feel a lot easier. And obviously, I'm going to the World League with a bit more chill and laid back, and just seeing how it goes, and just see where my ability is now, and just don't put any pressure on myself with revising intense or proper things until I just want to test it out for this final week and see how it does on the final week. But yeah, of course, I will definitely give myself the time and rest. But yeah, just a very busy last couple of days for sure. Right, so unfortunate. Adam's not making a prediction. That is very unlucky, Bezo. But we have the lowest at 60k. Then we have the highest at 70.5k. So we'll find out. We'll check the first seed first, and let's see. 35.3. Okay, so 35.334. So hopefully the other one, for it to beat the 66, it will need, we'll need like 32. Probably, ideally, would be good. So let's find out what the second one's going to be. I'm a bit scared of the second one, but let's find out. Okay, 37. Okay, we did better in the second one than the first. Okay, so 37.513. So we got in total 72.8k out of 100. So Legacy Geo, I believe you take the win there. So GG's. Well played with your prediction. And we'll take a little look at the rounds, of course. So round one, we got the Denmark, pretty nice region guess. France and Germany, I'm quite surprised this pavement did not feel like Germany to me. Like how do you send Germany with this pavement? Crazy. I've never seen speculative pavement like this in Germany before. Really interesting. Could be a regional meta for all I know. I have no idea. I've never really grinded Germany that much, or at least for a very long time. Okay, Alabama, South Carolina. I think this was just, that was a bit of a roulette. That's fair enough. Oh, Jeff. I did think this was a bit suspicious. It's the red soil in South Yucatan towards, what's it? Yeah, it's the red soil towards Campeche. Yeah, it makes sense. You've seen it a lot, to be honest. Are you from Germany, Mayo? Or just in game? But yeah, I'll definitely keep that in mind, because I thought speculative payment was kind of weird for France as well, because something felt a bit weird. It felt like over-speckled. But it's good to know that Germany can have that payment, though. That's really good to know for future reference. Yeah, it's quite common. That's really good to know. So, speculative pavement, consider Germany as well. Nice. Okay, Cali wasn't the best region guess, but at least we got it. Colombia we got. Virginia-ish we got. This is kind of funny. You can tell it's 3 seconds here. But very nice. Oh, I timed out on the last round. So this could have even been better. This game could have been even better. I want to see what it was. It might have been the Kazakhstan maybe. I was worried about that. Yeah, it was the Kazakhstan. I think I guessed like... Did I guess like something like here? So I would have got at least probably like 2k from that. So this should have been probably 74, close to 75k, surely. If that didn't happen. Because my pin did show it went down, but it just didn't register, I guess, with the system. So a bit unlucky, but this could have been even higher. So fair enough. But the thing is, I knew the road anyway, so it's not like, you know, it's not a problem. Okay, round 1. Yep, Panama, we did get that. Yep, France was straightforward. Yeah, we got Brazil, but I thought I saw mushrooms, but I think I just mistook them for generic insulators. Makes sense for Ciara. Yeah, I didn't think Brisbane in time here. I just thought Australia and NSW, and I just zoomed to Vic like a fool. But it makes sense for Queensland, to be fair. Round 5. Yep, it was the very far north stuff with these palms. Yep, very, very good to go far north Philly there. I realised too late. That was the problem. I was like, it's Philly, and then I didn't give myself enough time to think about the region guessing Philly, unfortunately. Okay, round 6 was Kansas. Yeah, I did think I went a bit too north here at the end. Yep, Kansas was a bit better, to be honest. Then we had 7. Yeah, that was straightforward. Round 8 was Slovakia. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting Slovakia from this. I don't know about you guys, but who's going Slovakia here? Maybe Zeka, if he's lucky. Not sure I'm going Slovakia on this. Yeah, that is a crazy one. Like, there's probably a better chance of me saying something like, I don't even know. Like, I might even send something. I guess I could send Czech. Maybe I could send Czech. Maybe. But this way, I think I'm sending France all the time, bro. Like, that is just hard. That's a hard lock, Jesus. Round 9, it was Russia. I did kind of say at the end it's probably going to be Russia when I went Poland. And it was the Pskov road as well. That is unlucky. That is kind of what I was thinking of, roughly. Yeah, I have no idea, man. Yeah, I have no idea. But we did get the minusing. I mean, I wanted to send near the Sylhet border because it felt very more floodplainy. I mean, I tried to guess Sylhet, so that could have been even better. But we did it end on a 4.8k in 3 seconds. And we finished off the last game with 72.8 from 20 rounds, which, you know, for 3 seconds, it's not too bad. Obviously, it's really hard. Like, you know, like 72.8 divided by 20 is like equivalent of getting equivalent of getting 3.6k per round. So yeah, but I think the more we do this, the more we'll get used to it, you know, and there's a lot of room for improvement with this as well. So it's gonna be fun giving these more streams a go, and I hope you guys enjoyed these. But yeah, I think tomorrow we'll be doing the live chalice tourney. I believe, I don't know the exact time, but it should be happening around the evening. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Can you check summer coverage on Slovakia lock? It was May anyway, or March. Do you mean like on a JSON? Like, I'm kind of confused. It was red car, weren't it? I mean, I didn't have red car, but I guess I can look at it. I'll look at the May coverage because that's where it was. It was here, weren't it? I mean, I can see it. Don't really see much snow. It was March, sorry, it wasn't May, it was March. It was Nizalina, weren't it? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I have March red car, it seems pretty good for Zelina. Just Gen 3 wondered if there was summer order coverage of the same. Like, I think it was May. It was May. It was May 2012. looking like this. So it is kind of more towards summer, yes. Probably, yeah, it's probably like late May, this, isn't it? Be a bit more lush for sure. Yeah, I'm starting to look at the red car now since we got to it. So yeah, there is some stuff towards here that's also cleaned up with March, but hopefully that's not as problematic. And May, yep. June, July, August. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to remember that. But I guess March, Zelina, obviously West has it, but Hilly, March, Zelina, April, Cammy is more towards Poprad. Okay. No, April is more towards Poprad, March is more towards Zelina. Okay, right, I think that's going to be enough for me. I think we went through every round. No, we didn't. Yeah, we did. Yep, so that's going to be enough for me. And I think it was good to just chill with you guys, play some rounds. I don't know how many games we played in total. I guess we can check, actually. I mean, yeah, so we played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 23 times by 10. So we played... Why did I times by 10? I could do it in my head. We played 230 rounds in the space of less than 2.5 hours. So not too bad. But yep. Yep, live Charlie's Tawny. I can check the time for you guys. Just give me a second. I think it's 7:30, but let me just take a quick look and to give you guys a heads up. Sorry if you're hearing my dog. He's very loud, Jeff. Okay, to click this, I think. Yep, so so this is the schedule. I don't know. There's a bit of overlap here, which is quite funny because obviously the stream died. But yeah, so it's 7:30 p.m. It should be BST. Yeah, but it should be 7:30 p.m. BST, and then we have some other stuff happening later on in the week. But obviously things can change, things can change. So please be aware of that. But I've got to also do the announcements for the invitationals. I need to check DMs and stuff. I've got a lot to do. There's a lot to do. So like I say, I hope you guys enjoyed just being here and the vibes and maybe learn a couple of things as well. But like I say, yep, live Charlie's Tawny tomorrow where anybody can join in. And then we have a potential Assisted Street stream on Thursday. And then a busy weekend as well. But yep, fun stream. Have a good one. Thank you, man. Let me show you the Gisborne cow for the very last time. And I will raid... I'll probably raid Arta this time. I feel like I've raided Finbar and Lenley a lot. So let me raid Arta. He was on the stream earlier. And let's do that. Yeah, GG's Jeff was in and out for the end of the stream. Yep, no worries, just newts. If I'm around later, might do some Minnesota practice, but I might not have much time this evening, but I'll catch you soon. Jeff.